Here's a game, Esfandiar. Starts with e4. I haven't played the Scandinavian for a while. We'll get a workout on all my e4 openings here. So I like to play the knight f6 line, gather up the pawn with my knight rather than the queen. d4 is the normal move there, just giving the pawn back. If white tries to hold on to it, then c6 leads to a good gambit for black, a gambit that is good for black. After c4, c6, white can play d4 and go into something else that's not a gambit. It's the, I'll think of the name of it. It's a line against the Caro-Kann, actually. Okay, so he's not worrying about the pawn, he's just developing. That's also fine. Although he should put a pawn in the center. Why not play d4? Just a very reasonable move here. So I can't play e5, so let's develop my knight. Maybe I can play e5 now. And get a pawn in the center. Why not? Not an extra pawn, just a pawn. I can support it with bishop to d6 if necessary. But it doesn't seem to be coming under fire. Yeah, I can't easily attack it. Let's go with bishop e7. You know, I'm thinking he can blockade it. He can attack it like that too. Here, let's castle. Okay, so now that it's under fire, I can defend with f6. Opens up this diagonal, but he doesn't have an immediate way to exploit that. So let's go for that. And then, yeah, if he wants to trade off that knight, I was going to have to move that knight anyway. And now, yeah, let's get this bishop out. Activate that bishop. Wasn't doing too much over there on e7 anymore with this pawn structure. Okay, so he offers a trade, and I'll take it. I'll accept that trade. And let's develop my bishop to a good square where it blocks the checks on this diagonal. Then maybe I can do something with my knight. He's going to be able to push his d-pawn forward. So let's step aside with the queen. Get a rook to the d-file if I can. Also defending the c-pawn. So in terms of minor pieces, I have the better bishop here and a little more space. So I should be pretty good here unless there's some tactical ideas like the immediate d4. If he pushes d4, I take. Yeah, that's good for him. It'll open up lines for his bishop. I take, he takes, I take, he takes. He's got enough force to push that through. If he gives me another move, you know, I can play rook to d8 and knight to d5, and then when he takes, I take back with the rook. So I would be pretty solidly defended there. And it looks like he's doing that. Okay, so rook here. Maybe he wants to do something with the queen. Yeah, I'm not sure what the point of... Oh, he's keeping my knight from going to the b4 square. That's what a3 did, but I don't know if that was a big threat to put my knight there. I'm more interested in the d4 square. Yeah, I had a more roundabout plan, but it wasn't going to work because of where his queen is with pressure on the c pawn. But one plan was to move my knight out of the way, push the c pawn forward, and then get back to the d4 square either via f5 or c6. That was what I was thinking, but there was not enough time to do all of that. So, because it'd be nice to be on this square supported by the c pawn, but I'm just going to go there anyway, supported by the rook. And then afterwards maybe start moving these queenside pawns forward, maybe do something like a minority attack, try and create some weaknesses over here. My bishop is pointed in that direction. My queen is also looking in that direction. Boy, he's really taking his time to think here. I guess I was moving kind of quickly up to this point. Okay, moves his king over. That defends the bishop. I'm not sure what else it does. Okay, that's what I wanted to play. Let's play it. And my follow-up is going to be c5 here, if he doesn't take. Yeah, he took right away. So my plan here was to take with the rook. My queen's still defending the c pawn. And then moves like, okay, goes there. Moves like b5 and c5 were in the plan. b5, though, if I go b5, he can play bishop to, yeah, he can play bishop to c6 anyway. But when I play, that's what it is. When I play c5, my queen is now defending the b pawn. Yeah, I didn't want him dropping a bishop on that c6 square and just blockading my pawns. I want some activity here. So now b5, c4. Maybe create some weaknesses over here. If he takes, take. So he takes first. How is this going to work out? I see. The problem will be one of these pawns will be left hanging. So I take, he takes, I can take with the queen. He can even trade and I take back, but he can still grab the a pawn at the end. So I'll have this b pawn over here. Okay, how about if I, no, let's not move it just yet. How about if I defend the c pawn? I could play b6. He takes, I take. Or I could do something different. I take here first. And then I play a6 while I'm still defending the b pawn. And then threaten to take his b pawn. So my queen is defending b7. My rook is attacking b4. He can defend b4 or he can push it. He brings the queen in. The queen's not defended there. Oh, it's defended by the pawn. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. My queen's not defended, so I can't just take the pawn. Takes the queen. Let's see, so can I do something else here? Don't quite want to... I don't want to give up that pawn just yet. I'm thinking I can play rook to c8 here, maybe. Even if he plays c3, for example. c3, rook c8, queen moves. Maybe I can take here. because the queen doesn't have a square it can go to that defends this pawn. In fact, where does the queen go after rook c8? Here is taken, here is taken. I guess it goes to a5 or b6. Queen b6. Yeah, queen b6 is a move, and so now I have to defend here because he's attacking. He is attacking that b pawn. Okay, so now I can play something like rook b4, but he can also play, rook b5, attack the queen, attack the b pawn, but he can play c4, attacking my rook. I take here, trades, then takes here, but I take with check. So he doesn't have time to take the pawn. Might come out of this a little bit ahead. Let's see. Let's see how this works out. Ah, so he brings his pawn, his rook forward. So let's think. If I play rook c8 here, he could trade rooks and then move that pawn forward. I take his rook, takes with the queen or the pawn, either one. I could go here and attack the b pawn again. Maybe it'll all just turn out even. Hard to say. But if he pushes the b pawn forward, for example, I take, he takes with the rook, so he's attacking my b pawn. I could come and attack the c pawn. He could take, we could trade, I could take the c pawn. And let's see, he'll have a check on the back rank there. Okay, he's not going for that. Ah, because I'm not threatening to take the b pawn, am I? Okay, well let's bring this rook over then. I had memories of the queen being on this diagonal, so I was threatening rook takes b4, but that was not the case. Yeah, he wants to trade rooks. Why is that? See, I can't do anything tricky because he takes my rook with check. Don't quite understand what his idea is here. His idea is to take with the queen. Okay. Okay, well, we're going to go back to this idea then. Hit the queen and play rook to rook to b5. And then pinning my rook. Here, let's unpin. Let's play rook to b5. So he defended. Let's see, I can push the pawn forward here. Let's make a little lift for my king so I don't get mated on the back rank here. Yeah, he freed up his rook. He can go there now. Okay, I'm putting my queen opposite his king here. Maybe there's some checks along here. Maybe I can push the F and E pawns forward. See what his plan is. Yeah, just trading. I'm going to take this time. Run out of ideas here. But this, so let's see, he has the check and take pawn. I was just saying, this lets me penetrate. Wonder if I should do that. Yeah, let's go back here and cover the check. Let's take. He did open up a check against his king, so maybe I can exploit that in some way. Took with the pawn, yeah. So I could play queen here. That would pin his queen. Let's see, but he just moves his king forward. So I think actually I should try and activate my king a bit. For that reason, yeah, because this pawn can come in. Aha, he wants to force a trade. Okay, well that does force a trade. Put my king in front of the pawn. Okay, let's see what he does here. He can't come forward with the king, but he can kind of waste time with his pawns. Well, he can come forward when my king moves away. Let's see. I can play check, but he takes en passant. Yeah, looks bad. Looks like a problem for me. Gonna try and get my pawns as advanced as possible. And like so. And I'll go here, I'm going to take this pawn if he takes that one. So he comes forward. So I can take this pawn or this one. It's not good. 2, 3, 4, 5 to get to that one. And then 1, 2, 3. But he can take that at any time. So I guess I have to go here. Not that this will help much. Oh, he went there. Okay, well, let's take that one. So I got my king in front of the pawn. So that's a winning endgame. So yeah, he turned a winning endgame into a losing endgame. I mean, White had a win there. Anyway, interesting game. I will check this out in the postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.